Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Rafi Ahmed. Today we are going to start chapter 2 of the book from the book Violent Python, a cookbook for hackers. Before we start the chapter 2, please subscribe my channel or hit the subscription buttons. And if you like this video, you can press the like button. If you don't, then you can also press the dislike button, but I did not recommend to press this. Okay, so let's start. In this chapter 2, majorly we will going to build three applications or three program. In the first program, we are going to build a TCP port scanner. Uh, in that, uh, in that, we will scan a target host for open TCP ports. Okay, as you know that Python is a modern language and provide us the BSD socket interface. For this, we can able to write the code, uh, write the code to order to perform network communication between hosts. So let's start. So first we need a file in which we are going to create our first program. So let me go to my desktop and the toots folder. Is there any file? No. So I'm going to create a file is named as tcp.py. Okay, now I'm going to open this file. You can use any other editor. I'm using nano editor. You can use sublime or whatever is your favorite text editor you can write. Okay, so in this book, the one Python, they use the OPT parse that is deprecated by the Python module or Python library communities. So alternative, we can use the arc parse that is the alternative solution for the OPT parse and opt parse. So let's import the arc parse. Pass. And second one, we need the socket module. That is the similar to our previous tutorial. If you didn't watch my previous tutorial, please watch them and then you can understand better this lecture. If you have already knowledge of the basics of Pythons, then you don't need to uh, watch my first tutorial, but it's good if you can watch. Okay, thank you. So let's import. Okay, from socket import all. Okay, so first we need to create a function in which we can make a connection and send some data to the server or to the client or to the target machine. Okay, so let's try to create a function. I'm going to name as connection scan. Okay, in this we have two arguments, target host and the target port. Okay, so let's try to make a connection. It is very much similar which we already did in our previous tutorial. Connect socket is equal to socket. It takes two parameter. First is AF inet and the second one is shock stream. If we are trying to communicate or sending data to the TCP protocol, then we use shock stream. If we are trying to communicate with a UDP protocol, then we can use sock DB RAM, TP RAMs, something like that. You can watch the documentation of the socket. You can search on the Google, that is a socket uh, library documents. In that you can find, yes, DGRAM. Okay, shock DGRAM for the UDP and the shock stream for the TCP protocol. Okay, so we have successfully created the socket. Now we're going to create socket dot connect. Now we're going to connect to the socket and it take a tuple, and in the tuple first argument is the target host. target host, and the second argument is a target port, which is integer value. Target port, okay, is everything correct? Okay, now we are going to send some data to the target. Socket.send. Let's try to send. Okay, I think I missed some brackets. So let's try to send some data like reverse TCP shell CMD, and it is to be new line. Okay, so we actually, this is encoded format, so we used /r/n to encode it, to sending the encoded format. Okay, it is a type, sending type, so you can use UTF-8 or whatever is your requirement. And this type of scripts also used for reverse shell, in which you can control any computer or multiple computers from a single script. It is very useful if you are learning ethical hacking. Okay, so we have connected successfully. Now we have to wait for the response. So, and we are going to save this on the result variable. Okay, connect socket dot receive. We are getting 1024 bytes of data. I think it's enough. So let's print. D, oops, %d slash TCP open. If we get the response, that means the port is open. Target port. Okay, we can make it some more beautiful. Yes. Okay, so now print the result. uh, Response is result. Okay, so if we have successfully print the result, now we need to close the connection. Connect socket dot close. In any case, if we fail try to connect the making connection, if we fail to making connection, we can send the exception to our screen. Okay, okay, that's it. So first function is complete. Now we need to scan this port with the reference, with a particular host. So we are going to create a function which is going to scan the port scan. It will also take the two arguments, which first one is target. Let me copy this. Target port and target host. So whenever we need to scan the host, first we need its IPv4 value of any host. So we can get by the using inbuilt function. Let's try. Target IPv4 get host by name, that is our target host. And if we did not resolve this exception, we can send the exception case. print unknown host, or you can say that uh, you can say that cannot resolve cannot resolve host. And we're going to close this function because we did not resolve this host. Return. Okay, so if we resolve this host, so we can start our scanning. Try target name is equal to get host by header. That we need target IPv4. We take IPv4. If we did not get the target name, then we can let's try to print okay, the new line scanning start for start for start for target name. Okay, if we get exceptional, then we can print scanning start for IP plus str target host uh, okay, so let's set the default timeout. Set default timeout is 1. Let's start our skin. So we have a multiple ports, so we can use for loop target port in target ports. I think this is the target port because we have multiple ports, so we can use the plural. Target ports. This is singular because we are going to send a single port one test function. So uh, target ports. Okay. Print plus scan result for scan result for port plus target port, and we will call the function which we have created on the beginning of this video. And this we're going to pass the target host and the port number int target port. Okay, that's it. So now let's call our function by the main. If underscore name underscore is equal to underscore main. So let's configure our arguments. Let's suppose that we have a oops parser is equal to arg pass dot argument parser. It will take a description. This is like port scanning usage. That is, first argument is host, and that is target host. The second argument is port, that is target ports. Okay, now we have to configure our arguments. We have to add arguments. Add arguments. The first argument is host, so we use double slash host, which is compulsory to add, and it is string type, and we have also can add help for this. Okay, this is the help. Target specify target target port, target host. Okay, and it is required field. Required is equal to true. Now we have another argument, parser dot add underscore argument. It's argument, it's not arguments, it's argument. That is port, that is comma separated. Type is also string because it is a comma separated. We will convert this in we already converted it to the integer, but while we're taking the input, we will take it as a string. So help will be specify target ports separated by comma. Okay, and it is also a required field. Okay, that's it. Now we have add the arguments of in our program. Now we need to configure, we need to pass this. Okay, so args is equal to, we use parser dot uh, pass underscore args. It will create args. Now we can actually, we created an object of these arguments and store in the args, and now we can fetch our two parameters by using by calling this object args dot post and target ports is equal to string. It is comma separated, so we need to split it. Args dot port dot split. Okay, so finally we need to call our function port scan. So we are going to call port scan, and we will pass these arguments in our function. Target host, target ports. That's it. Let's try to run this. Oops. By using Python. Okay, there is no error. It's showing me the missing arguments error. Okay, so we have host host, let me try with ranker.com, and we need to test the port 80. Let's try. Okay, we get the result. Okay, so we scan our scanning start for the server 19G GIC webworld.in, and scan result for port 80 is this port is open, and we get the response is bad request. I think this server we did actually we don't have any uh, reverse shell open for this this server, but we can create this we can upload any virus file, and we can make a connection between them. So our first function is successfully built. Let's try with another website like google.com. Hmm. Okay, there is an error, I think. Not all argument. Uh, Let me check what happened. Not all argument converted during string formatted. Okay. Target host. Okay, we have $D. I think we have some syntax error in our file. Let's try to change this. Okay, that is $D. Okay, that is percentage %D. Let me save this again. Let's try. TCP port, it is closed. Actually, the port is open, but for the robots way, Google have secured their server, so it's showing us that it is closed. Actually, it is open. We can do more modification to fetch the Google response also. So thank you for watching my tutorial. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel.